to the basic Excel video tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you the basic concepts in Microsoft Excel and how you are going to start working with them. Go ahead, open Microsoft Excel software. When you click on the software, this window pops up. It gives you basically different options, including a blank worksheet, and it provides multiple templates. Each of these templates can be used for a different purpose. Actually, Microsoft Excel provides you with pre-structured sheets that includes visualization and some formula in order to make your work easier. So you can either use any of this template. This is just a selection of the whole bunch of templates that Microsoft Excel provide, or you can simply search for the target template that you need. For example, I searched for loan and it gives me almost 18 templates just for the loan. It's include like personal monthly budget, mortgage loan calculator, bill paying checklist. So let's open one of them. If you open one of them, it gives you a structured kind of calculator. You can change any of these numbers. Some of the functions are already written for you in the template, or you can either choose all of them, choose whatever template is as is, or you can use it and modify it for the purpose that you want to use. So let's go to the Microsoft Excel starting page again. So although these templates are provided for you, for our course, you're going to use the empty template. So let's open a blank workbook. So after clicking on the blank workbook, you're going to see this blank page. The first thing about Excel that you need to know is these items on the top part. We call them tabs. Excel gives you different tabs here. We have home, insert, draw. If you click on each tab, you can see that a ribbon including different tools opens. So each tab gives you a ribbon of various tools. So for example, in the page layout, we have the margin tool, and each of these tools includes a group of tools. So you can select any of these options in order to perform some function or modify your workbook. So these are tabs, this is ribbon, and each of these items is a group of tools, a tool or a group of tools. Okay. Next thing that you need to know is columns and rows, cells, and group of cells. We have different columns in the Excel. They are named by alphabets A, B, C, D, and when it's done at here, Z, and then A, B, A, C. So if I move toward right, it just continues adding new columns. We have also rows. Rows are named by numbers, and if you go down, it's just it just adds the new rows. So you have a huge worksheet that you can have many columns and many rows. The next term is the cell. Each of this, well, cell is obviously called cell, and cells have names. So for example, this one is called B3. The name starts with the column ID and row ID. So B3 is the name of this cell. So basically in the cell, you can input any information. You can type down numbers, or you can type down names, or you can type down a function like equals to 3 plus 2, and if you click enter, it will calculate for you the result. Up here, you can see the functions or formula that you put in that cell. Let me clean that cell. So far, column, rows, and cells. We have also a group of cells. So this group of cells also have the name. It starts with the cell in the top left, and it ends with the cell at the bottom right. So the name of this group is B2 through D8. So I can type down the name here, B2, and for through, we use colon sign. That's a through, B2 through D8. That's the name of the group of cells. So it's important because we are going to work with the cells and group of cells a lot. It's important for you to understand what is the format of writing the group name. Now let's start using the workbook. In order to make it clear, I'm going to zoom in, increase the zoom percentage here so that we can see all the cells clearly here. Let's assume that I want to create a data set of the class, and I want to calculate the average score for each student in the class, or the final grade. So this would be a list of students. So this is the name of the worksheet that I'm going to work on it. So list of students, or the better name is average grade in statistics course. So you basically click on the cell and start typing. That would be the title for the worksheet that I'm creating. Next, student name. When you want to type in cell, either click on it and start typing, then enter, or you can easily select any cell by the arrow sign on your keyboard. You can go up, down, left, or right. So that's the student name. Here is student ID. Next one, I'm just using the arrows on my keyboard. Next one is quiz grade. The next one is test grade. And the next one, let's say final grade. So you can see that the student name is kind of showing incomplete here. That's not because of the problem with the cell, but the cell doesn't have enough space. So one thing that you can do is going up here, and between column A and B, you can stand on the border. You can see these two arrows here. Click and drag it to the right. You can see that basically you're increasing the width of this column. Or if you want to make it automatically, stand on the border, like keep your mouse on the border and then double click. It will basically increase the width of the column based on the item that it's in there. Okay, let's start with the names. For example, I would go with Layli, then student ID 123, for example. Quiz grade is 80, test grade is hopefully 90, and I can talk about how we calculate the final grade later. So the next student, you just input the information. Next student, let's say Alice, 234, 85, 95. Next one, Robert, 345. I'm just making an example, 87, 70. So we can see that you can use the Excel sheet not only for calculation with the numbers, but also to organize your data set, giving it a name, the title for the columns, and these are your data that you input in the Excel. So one thing that you can do to make it much more beautiful or clear worksheet is organize the title and the column names, right? So I would like the title for my data set be bold and be noticeable. So the first thing you can do is select the cell, go to the Home tab, click on bold option. So it will make the font bold. Another thing, I want the title be in the middle of the worksheet, the data set that I'm working. So you can select the cell, drag it all the way up to column E, like it's like an umbrella over your data set, right? Select up to column E. You can click on merge and center, and it will merge the the cells together, make it one single cell, and it put the title in between, in the middle, or right or left. I also like to make this bold. Now if I double click on the column A size, it will go back to the student name because it's just for the student name now. So I can bold them, and also I can make them italic. Another thing that we can do, we can also color the cells. Again, you can input any numbers and any text in your Excel. It's like you're organizing, not only use it as a calculator, but you can use it as a sheet that includes all the information and is organized. You can change the size of columns, and you can also change the size of rows by standing on the border of the rows and just drag it down and up. You can put in qualitative or nominal data and also the numerical data.